Hi everyone, I'm Megan. This yoga class is designed for your 19th week of pregnancy and is part of a yoga series where I guide you week by week through your pregnancy journey. Mantra for week 19 is I can center myself with my breath. So this will be a shorter, slower practice. We'll be focusing on the breath, of course, and really tuning into being present with the mind and body. So grab your mat or whatever you're working with today. You really don't even need a mat. Maybe something to prop up the hips on, and we'll get started. Perhaps sitting up on a blanket, pillow, or block to lift the hips a little bit. We'll plant the hands palm face down on the thighs for a little bit of grounding energy. Close the eyes or soften the gaze. And just start to tune in to the mind and body. You've arrived on your mat. You've done what I believe is the hardest part, which is showing up, choosing to roll out the mat, choosing to click the button. We're here now. Maybe we can signal to the body that we've arrived to our practice. On the next exhale, letting it out through the mouth. The crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling. The shoulders relaxed down away from the ears. One more round of breath here. And we can blink the eyes open momentarily as I show you the next little sequence we'll be doing of breath work. So I'm going to guide us through some alternate nostril breathing, Nadi Shodhana, which is very calming, very regulating for the nervous system. So I'll show you how to do it. It does take maybe a few rounds to get the hang of this, so try not to get frustrated. You'll get there. You always have me to follow along with, so I will guide you through. So we'll take our right hand. Thumb is going to come towards the right nostril. Ring finger or pinky finger will come towards the left nostril. And then index and middle finger will hover towards the forehead, maybe pressing into that spot between the brows, that third eye space. And to start, before we really get into it, we'll just take an inhale through the nose, through both nostrils. Let it out through the nose. Inhaling through the nose, both nostrils. And letting it out. Now, thumb is going to close right nostril as we inhale through the left nostril. Pausing with the breath for a moment as we seal the left nostril, open the right nostril, and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Seal right nostril with the thumb. Exhale through the left nostril. Inhaling through the left. Ring finger seals left nostril. We open the right. Exhale through the right. Inhaling through the right. Feeling right nostril, exhaling through the left. We'll continue like that a few more rounds. Inhaling left, light pause, exhaling right, inhaling right, light pause, exhaling left. Inhaling left, pause and exhale right, inhale right, pause, exhale left. One more time. Inhale left nostril, pausing, switching, exhaling right, inhaling right, pause, switch, release through the left. Right hand can come back towards the thigh. Few rounds of just normal breathing here, in and out through the nose. Just noticing how you feel. So alternate nostril breathing, especially starting breathing in through the left nostril, is a beautiful relaxation breath. It can help bring our nervous system into that rest and digest state instead of the fight or flight state. So if we're feeling anxious, nervous, if our mind is wandering, if we need some centering, that's a beautiful place to come back to. And if you had a little bit of trouble with it, like anything, it gets a little bit easier. Good job. I'm going to remove what I'm sitting on here. Let's stretch those legs out in front of us. Point and flex the feet. And let's windshield wiper the feet. Feeling this all the way up into the hips. Let's draw left leg in, right leg out to the right a little bit. Hips and torso still facing forward. Left arm is going to reach up towards the sky on an inhale, nice big stretch. On an exhale, we'll reach towards the right toes as we invite a side body stretch on the left. Really lengthening left side body. Feel the left hip grounded down. And really opening the heart here, keeping that extension through the spine. So if you feel your torso starting to round a little bit, coming into that turtle shell, can you reach, keep the torso long, keep the spine nice and long, maybe gazing towards the left elbow with the eyes, if that feels okay on the neck. One more breath. In the obliques to use your core to come up nice and slow. And then we'll face the right leg. So hips and torso now squaring off towards the right toes. We'll inhale both arms up and exhale, folding over right leg. As far as feels good to you. working within the range of motion we have, not trying to push anything, just working with where we're at. It does feel good to close the eyes here, I think. To focus less on what the shape looks like and more on the sensations that are going on in the body. And gentle with our thoughts and gentle with our bodies, with how we push ourselves, just approaching it with a sense of grace and kindness. More is not always better. Walking the body and the hands back up. We'll switch sides, so right leg bends, left leg out to the side, starting with the hips facing forward. We'll inhale, right arm up. Exhale, stretch towards the left. Side body stretch, right side. See if you can feel the stretch from the right hip all the way along the side body, through the torso, through the armpit, all the way through the fingertips. In the obliques to use the core to come up nice, slow and steady. We'll face left leg now. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, folding over the left leg. And to keep the length in the spine. Closing the eyes if it feels good. One more breath here. Walking ourselves back up. Left leg comes in to meet the right, and then let's roll over the knees onto tabletop, hands in knee position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We're going to take the hands for a little bit of a walk over towards the right, inviting another side body stretch for the left side, engaging the right obliques. Bringing the breath to each posture and each transitional movement in between. Walking the hands through center over towards the left. Stretching out right side body, engaging left obliques. Being okay and inviting the acceptance of moving a little bit slower today. Giving ourselves permission to slow down. Walking the hands back towards center. We can flow through a few cat-cows, so letting the belly drop, gazing up. As we exhale, hugging baby towards you as we round the back. More rounds, inhale, belly drops. Exhale, rounding the back into cat pose. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, rounding the back. Here we'll curl toes under. We're going to lift the hips, straighten the knees as we come into a downward facing dog position. Exhale through the mouth as you get there.
And we'll find a little bit of a flow with the breath. So on the inhale, I'll have you lift the heels up. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, heels lower. 3 more times. Heels lift on the inhale. Exhale, they lower. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, they lower. We'll walk the hands back towards the feet now. Generous bend to the knees, maybe widening the feet a little bit. We'll roll the body up one vertebrae at a time.
Coming into a wide stance shavasana. Oh, not shavasana, tadasana. Not yet, right? We're getting there. And then we're just going to sway side to side, letting the back release, letting our body move freely here, arms swinging side to side, getting a little bit of a transverse movement through the spine. Go fast, slow. Eventually slowing it down. A nice inhale as we reach the arms up. Exhale, fold, hands down towards the mat. We're going to walk out to our downward facing dog again. Exhaling through the mouth. We'll bring the knees to the mat. Knees wide, big toes together. Sinking the hips towards the heels. Bring the forehead towards the mat if that's accessible. Maybe putting the forehead on a block if you have that nearby. Feel that space between your brow pressing into the mat or the block. Feel your back expand with each inhale. So as you inhale, reach the fingertips forward maybe a little bit as we find some more space in that upper back. And with each exhale, finding a little bit more softening, a little bit more relaxation. Two more breaths. We'll walk the hands back in as our torso comes up. Shift the hips to one side. Bring the legs out in front of us. Let's plant the feet down, knees bent, windshield wipering the feet or the knees to side, opening up the hips. And then we'll make our way into our final resting pose. So you can come back to that child's pose if it felt good. You can come up to a seated position. We can find our way into a side lying position with a pillow between the knees if that feels good. Don't skip this part, my friends. This is just as important and well deserved. Wherever you are, take a few moments to get comfortable. Bringing the attention back to the breath, so noticing the rise and fall of the breath. Noticing where you feel the breath expand into the body. With each exhale, giving yourself permission to sink a little bit deeper into this relaxation. Letting our body know and letting our minds know that we're safe to relax. Slow down the breath through some of this breath work. Sends the signal to the brain that we're okay, that we're safe, we can relax. Few deep breaths draw you back to this present moment. Slowly awakening the body, finding our way, no rush, but gently making our way to a seated position. Eyes can linger shut. Bring left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. As you inhale, send some love to your sweet baby. As you exhale, feel your baby sending love right back to you. Inhale, sending love to your baby. Exhale, feel the love being sent back to you. Hands can draw to the center, heart space, palms together. I invite you to repeat after me if it feels good. I can center myself with my breath. My baby feels my calm. I am doing the best that I can. I am strong. I am capable. I am confident. Eyes can blink open. Thank you for practicing with me today. I will see you next week for week 20. Namaste, mamas.